Hi, my name's Ian Nicol. I'm the founder of Golio. Before founding Golio, I worked around the world helping teams improve execution. So uh, making happier teams and getting better work. And Golio is based on a behavioral hack I learned from a global expert on this stuff. And so Skip, she taught me that um, recognition, recognition, making work public, giving people public credit for their contributions, well, it makes teams way happier, and and it helps your projects get done. All right. So Golio, what is it? It's this basic project management tool, but as you get your pieces of work done, we're going to build you a track record. Okay, so that's working on class projects, that's working on side hustles or projects for fun on the weekend with your friends. Everything you do can build your track record. Okay, so you might think, that your sizzle reel is going to get you a job, but the truth is nobody knows who did what in that sizzle reel, so they're only actually so useful. Golio is going to give you specific credit for everything you're doing. So let's take a quick peek at what you might use today. And I think you're going to agree with me, it doesn't do much for you. So when you're organizing a class project or something on the weekend with your friends, you're going to book everybody by phone or text or email. And that doesn't link with any sort of project management tools. That doesn't live anywhere. So you're constantly digging through notes to figure out, is somebody committed to something, or what the call time is, etc. It's all over the place, which just means it's broken television. All right, people want to do good work, but we're making it really hard for them. And then as people do work, they're not actually getting any personal recognition for it. I'm sure we've all been in that, class project. You do 80% of the work and everybody gets the same grade. Well, we can change that. We can change that. We're going to give you recognition, and that recognition is going to help ensure the whole team takes a bit of personal accountability for their piece. So Golio, it's just a simple planning portal. All right, you just plan in the tool, but it gives you recognition, gives everybody recognition, and that helps those plans turn into reality. Here's a plan. We need somebody for 10 hours on July 14th to do some shooting. We want to start early in the morning. That's our plan. If you know Ella, if she's on your team, you can just book her. If you don't, you can post this for free and say, hey, can somebody help me with this? And the tool, it will manage all the people applying to that. Or if you're applying to it, it will manage that, okay? And it's gonna manage all of the project management elements. So for example, Ella, she wants to know if there's a shot list. Now that's really interesting, okay? So she's asking for a shot list because this is building her track record. You can see here she's done 10 other video gigs, all right? So she cares about this and wants it to go well. That's really interesting, all right? Golio, honestly, I often see performance triple. It's really interesting, okay? And then we're gonna put all of our attachments right there. So it's gonna help us get organized, help us project manage, all right? Now, after the work is done, we can leave feedback. We can vouch for people. You can vouch for your buddies, and that's awesome. That accountability and recognition thing, it's great for everyone. You don't have to leave feedback, okay? It is not required, but you can, and that's the exciting part. Similarly, Ella, if she isn't proud of her track record, or maybe this is a side hustle or something, she can hide her name, she can delete her profiles, she can obscure it, all right? It's entirely optional, but man, is it valuable. So these bookings, these tasks, we use to just form bigger plans, okay? So here's our little project. We can see it's owned by Stacy, and we've outlined all the tasks. So we've got some studio stuff and some location stuff, and we need a DOP and a PA and a set dresser. So everything is organized in one spot, all right? It's not in text message where you're searching for it. It's organized. And Golio, it's designed to help support much, much larger projects. I've worked with giant teams, Hollywood animation studios. I've worked with lots of people. And so all this work can get nested so your department heads can own it, etc. So this track record you're building, the intention is for it to translate directly to paid gigs and for you to build a whole career. Okay. Now let's flip over and look at the platform for a second. So here's Golio. I'm not logged in right now. From the outside, you can see any open posts, right? So everything clearly spells out whether it's paid work or whether it's a kudos job. So here's a kudos gig. Julie, she's lovely. She wants to shoot something, all right? So if you click in here, you'll be able to see exactly what she's working on. So Julie, what has she done here? She has a script available. So she wants to collaborate with some people to shoot something for a Kino event. Oh, Kino, this is an aside. Kino is a really fun event. I'm one of the organizers. It's like, it's not a film festival. It's like an open mic night for filmmakers. So people come, they screen their stuff in front of an event. Everybody claps. And it's a great networking thing for people who are actively making stuff. Okay, so here's Julie, and she wants to do some stuff. Okay, and if you're interested, you can just click here and volunteer for this. You can share all this stuff, you know, etc. Okay, so let's log in though, and let's look at how Golio looks on the inside. So it is this way to build a track record by getting projects done. So what you'll see is a bit of a project management tool. Here, you know, as a leader, you can see all the projects I'm working on and the status of them. Any invoices I need to pay people, feedback I need to leave, etc. Okay. As a contributor, so if you're, you know, the DOP or set dresser or whatever on somebody else's project, all of your work will live here. So, you know, it's going to track if you have anything overdue, any invoices you might have, all that stuff is just in one spot. Action items, so it's going to tell you, you know, I owe somebody feedback, people have applied to my posts, comments on the task, any sort of discussion. As you apply to work, you'll be able to see the status. So you'll be able to see if you've been booked, if somebody else was booked and you're no longer considered, etc. It's a good way to house things, all right? In a class setting, you can tag, say, your instructor. So you might be in charge of the project, but you can give them a view to it so that they can see that, you know, you're getting all that stuff done. Because the process matters just as much as the outcome, right? You know, doing good pre-production, having a good plan for shooting, being on top of your post-production, all that stuff matters. So Golio, sorry, I'm giving a lot of film examples. It doesn't necessarily need to be film. If you think about it, the same makeup artist might be involved in advertising. They might do still photography. They might do video. They might do anything, right? So it's just a way to manage creative projects, whatever it is. Okay? So how we create projects is in here. So you're going to create a project as a leader. You can also, if you want, add work history. So let's say you did something that wasn't on Golio. You can create a track record here. So you're just saying, okay, here's the work I did, here's the hours. And then you tag the person who you want to vouch for you. So they'll get a little email that says, hey, can you vouch for me? They don't need to be a Golio member or anything like that, but what they'll do is they'll validate your track record. So all this work goes together to create your profile. So let's look at my profile for a second. So you'll be able to see in my profile kind of the hours of stuff I've been doing. So sometimes I contribute to other people's work. Sometimes I'm leading my own projects, and this is going to break it up. So you'll be able to see here, I've led quite a number of hours of projects and helped out on other projects. I've paid a bunch of money to people. I haven't earned any paid money on the platform. I have great feedback, and over here, nobody's left me feedback as a contributor yet, right? And you can drill into all the work I've done. So anyone who's curious about me, you can see here's all the project work I've led or contributed to, it's all there. Financials, you'll be able to see if I owe anyone any money, right? Feedback, so it's not required, but sometimes people will vouch for my attitude or my timeliness or my skills. Collaborators, you can see all the people I've worked with, all right? So, you know, as you're looking to form a team or looking to get hired, etc., here is a good way for people to see that, you know, you can get along with a lot of different people, right? Confirm skills. This is really interesting. So you will meet a lot of people who will claim to be experts in, I don't know, set design, all right? But have they ever done it? Well, Golio, what we do is we take any sort of task, any booking, and we can tag skills in it. So here's a skill, strategy and change. And I put strategy and change on my profile. And so this becomes confirmed, right? You can track where I did this work. And so if you want to be known to people as, I don't know, a drone cinematographer, well, you can build specific verifiable track record for that, where people will be able to say, oh, here's all the gigs you did that work in. All right. So Golio, it's there, it's simple. It's free if you are running any Kudos projects, so anything on the weekend, anything with your friends, etc. If you are going to pay people, we charge a small fee, 1.5%, so that we can verify that you've actually paid people, all right? We don't want you going out and promising to pay people $1,000 a day and then not doing it, okay? So we need to see that the money changes hands. I can get into, we use VersaPay or PayPal to do that. And that way we can verify that you're a good employer and that people should want to work with you, all right? There you go. So if you have any questions, I'm Ian. I'm Ian at Golio.io. Happy to help. Cheers.